What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy DMO Downluto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching CallMeARJ. I'm saying around the game. Ultra Vegito even kills Shenron. So damn Vegito, you killing Shenron too now? All right. Last chapter he killed Rumshi, the guy from Universe 10 God, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So all right, now he's killing Shenron. So let's get into it.
Story continues as we rejoin Vegito in the aftermath of his brutal clash with the late Supreme Kai of Universe 10, Tomoe, as he lowers his energy level
Tomoe.
and the giant version of himself dissipates to nothing but separate fading flames. The fused warrior, still in his ultra ego form, stands there with his back turned, victorious. Now standing over what can only be described as a bloody mess of mush, Ultra Vegito has a stern but emotionless look on his face as the thrill of the fight has now ended and he shows an ounce of respect to the god he, though killed, at least gave the opportunity to see the afterlife, saying, "You Supreme Kai types have a bad habit of fighting battles you can't win.
Yep.
You should have known better, but I respect your courage. May you one day return to the living world with a new and improved god of destruction to work with." As Vegito is left with his thoughts, he continues in his mind. 3 gods of destruction now dead. Only 8 remain. And just before that pink slop died, he mentioned one of the gods being even stronger than Beerus. As easy as I think ridding the multiverse of these gods will be, I can't grow complacent. I still don't know when Zeno or the Grand Priest will even turn up either.
Yeah, you need to.
Vegito then turns to look down at the rings on each finger of his right hand, taking a moment to distract himself and consider what his next move should be, as he lets out, "So these rings, the time rings, these little ugly pieces of metal will allow me to travel back and forth in time, huh? And maybe even before I killed Beerus. Maybe before I had to do all of this in return." But though it takes a minute to realize, through his foggy memory, he finally remembers the thorough story of Goku Black and Zamasu, as if wearing the time rings themselves brings back an essence of their very being.
Oh shit.
Vegito's face then twists into one of shock and discontent, as he soon realizes that the rings alone won't be enough. "No, this won't work. This won't work at all. These rings will only bring me to a different timeline, not reverse time like Whis' staff could. When Black used these, he traveled from Trunks' world to ours, a timeline where Zamasu still existed.
Okay.
And even after Beerus erased him here, he still remained back in Trunks'
Yeah,
time.
so it's not gonna work.
Bottom line is, no matter where I go, there will still be another version of me, of us. That won't do at all." As the impossibly powerful Saiyan thought about the cocky look that used to be all over Fuzamasu's face, it almost felt like the now long deceased mortal killer was mocking him from beyond the grave for
Damn.
attempting to follow down his same path. With anger in his heart, Vegito then soon closes his ring-covered fist tightly and starts to channel his ki into his mythical jewelry in hopes of again using their unique power to bend time. And just like how he mysteriously had full control over Whis' angel staff, he felt too a natural affinity with the rings, yelling, "Alright, take me to another timeline, rings!" And perfectly, just as confidently as Vegito has been throughout this entire process, the time rings open a portal. We should have known from his usage against Rumshi the level of his mastery, but seeing it in action again is as much a shock as ever. Just before he walks into the portal to the unknown, he comments,
"Oh shit, he went to the GT
at the
timeline."
very least, Before I battle those two midgets up there, I may as well use this opportunity to train some more. As strong as I am, I need to be stronger if I want to be sure of their defeat. Right now, it could go either way. I'll leave this timeline for a while, and if they come after me, then so be it. I'm tired of chasing them anyway. And just like that, Ultra Vegito then disappears into the portal towards an unknown timeline in the Dragon Ball universe. Out the other side instantly, Vegito begins walking out, thinking almost surprised with himself. Thank God that worked again. Before stepping out onto solid ground, around him are very Earth-like and familiar buildings, but definitely not in the best of shape, as all around him is destruction and rubble. Vegito is quick to realize the condition of his surroundings too. It doesn't make much sense. Had somehow thinking about Goku Black and Zamasu before going through the portal affected his destination? Was this somehow a variant of Trunks' timeline or something else? He eventually lets out, "How very strange. This feels and looks like Earth. In fact, I'm sure of it. I see Capsule Corp buildings all around. But what's happened? Could this just be before the 11 gods struck Earth or something?
Nah.
Maybe I'll have a chance to stop it." What? This energy. But before Ultra Vegito had any more time to think about where he's been taken, he suddenly senses
Shenron ain't gonna be no
three
battle for
large
this nigga.
power levels, two of them being shockingly familiar. He briefly thinks, these aren't godly energies, but they're near enough from the same level of them, that's for sure. Where the hell am I? And as Vegito turns his head around, to both his and our shock, fighting before him ferociously are none other than
Super
Omega
Saiyan 4 Goku and
Shenron,
Vegeta.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Two forms, of course, never even before seen by Vegito. As Vegito exclaims, "What on earth? Who the hell are those guys? Those tails? Don't tell me! Your time ends here, Shenron! Die!" Big words from such a small man. Enough talk and make it happen for a change. Come on, Vegeta! We can do this! As we are soon treated to an image of Goku and Vegeta from the GT timeline working together in tandem to attack Omega
I like this.
Shenron, about to launch what is presumably a last-ditch effort. How pathetic. All the while though, the supremely powerful Shadow Dragon just laughs, mocking them, pitying their attempt.
Make sure your time
saying,
is done, nigga. Fuck that
if
nigga.
only you fools could see how pointless this all.
How y'all feel about GT, for real? Let me know what y'all feel about GT down below. GT isn't terrible. It has some great ideas. It just, they didn't, they couldn't, they just couldn't finish the job for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Really was. Every single one of you weaklings on this planet, from your own sons to your fellow fighters, couldn't stand a chance. And you think you can just because you grew out your hair a little? Get real!
Like, somebody talking that shit, ain't he?
As instantly, in an overwhelming show of power and superiority, Omega Shenron backhands Goku and in the same breath kicks Vegeta all away with a smile and seemingly barely trying. And immediately both Saiyans are then sent flying like rockets straight into already damaged buildings of the city for mass crash landings.
Fuck them niggas up.
And with the two still conscious, but covered in bruises and cuts, they remain now buried like casts within the walls of the rubble they were slammed into. Barely able to even open both his eyes, Goku then mutters, "Vegeta, listen to me. Shenron is way too strong now. Each of those Dragon Balls inside him have given him the strength of all the Shadow Dragons that came before him. 2 Super Saiyan 4s or not, we'll never beat him like this separately. We need to fuse! It's the only way! But of course, Vegeta is furious at the suggestion of using fusion as their trump card. Like always, his gut reaction is that he'd rather die than ever fuse with Kakarot for another minute of his life.
True.
Only if things truly got dire would he ever even consider, as he responds, "Forget it, Kakarot! We haven't even got those damn Potara earrings anymore. And if you're suggesting for even a minute I do that damn ballet dance to fuse, then you've got another thing coming. Just stop your babbling and focus on the battle in front of us. From Cell to Majin Buu, we've had our backs against the wall and come through before. Just keep fighting. I'm sure one of us will figure out a way
Cell,
to
nigga,
beat
Gohan
him
beat Cell,
eventually. If not you, it'll be me." While the two argue though, Omega Shenron stands there and laughs with his arms folded across his chest. He's by far the strongest person this version of Goku and Vegeta have ever met, and he's barely even fazed by their attempts to ban him so far. So it's doubly amusing for him to hear their futile plans to take him down as he calls out, "You two really are helpless.
Damn.
You spent all these years, decades even, using the Dragon Balls, using our powers for your benefit. And now when the toll has to be paid, you've come up severely short.
Damn, he talking
you
that
two
shit.
just
He talking that
your
shit.
deaths and give up already? Or at least bring one of your other friends to make this even slightly more challenging. Hey you! Mind if I join in then? You look pretty strong." As from behind Omega Shenron, a familiar voice calls out and reveals himself to us to be Ultra Vegito, wielding his angel staff and now
You about to
meters
cook
away
this
from
nigga.
the dragon.
I don't think he got transformed for this
Omega
nigga.
reacts in confusion and says, "Who the hell is that? And why couldn't I sense his energy? Was his power level just that low?" But standing there tall with a sinister and confident smirk, Ultra Vegito stares now head on at Goku and Vegeta and asks further, "Yo, do you guys mind if I join in here? I'm looking for a little warm-up before dinner. This catfish looking dude seems like just the appetizer I've been waiting for." The oblivious Goku, as you'd expect, is instantly excited at the new warrior in the ring, and cracks a smile after sensing just how confident this mysterious fighter is. He can't even sense his power level, but just looking at him, he knows he's strong. Whoa! Well, maybe we won't need to fuse after all. Who is that guy? He kind of reminds me of you, Vegeta, and a bit of me. Do you know him? He actually looks like a Saiyan with that hairdo. Vegeta, though, not as forgetful as his counterpart, can only stare in shock, unable to believe his eyes. He knows who this is, all too well. How can this be possible, though? As he mutters, "Wait! No! Kakarot! It can't be! That's no ordinary Saiyan! That's Vegito!"
Yes, sir. That's him.
But not caring about whatever kind of reunion this appears to be, the angered Omega Shenron immediately rushes in at Vegito without a care in the world, already knowing the two strongest on the planet were just beaten by him. Who cares who you are? Just another cockroach that's come out of the woodwork. No names needed. All you are is my next victim. But as the Shadow Dragon reaches just inches away from Vegito, Vegito remains emotionless,
Of course.
not even blinking for a second. Yeah! But despite all the speed and power of
You ain't gonna
Shenron,
get that
with
nigga.
his arms folded, all Vegito needed to do was move his head slightly, and Shenron's punch is dodged like literal child's play. leading Shenron to question, "What the? There's no way! I got him! No one can move that fast!" As Vegito with a smile goads the dragon. "Sorry, exactly when are you supposed to be making me your victim? I'm getting the feeling me and you have two very different definitions of that word." "Allow me to show you mine." As brutally, Ultra Vegito violently punches his arm straight through Omega Shenron's torso. His punch being so powerful, not even the dragon's scaly flesh being able to contain his strength. How? What have you done?" And with an incredibly borderline evil and demonic look now on Vegito, he grins, taking pleasure in the dragon's obvious pain and misery, and replies, "What do you mean? I told you I needed a warm-up. Where better to feel some warmth than inside a dragon's belly?
Oh shit.
Don't you guys breathe fire or something like that?"
He cooking.
But just moments after saying that horrid line, Vegito removes his arm just as fast and just as painfully from Shenron's body, now covered in his dark blood before... "I'll be taking these too!" And just like that, in a display of speed identical to when he stole the time rings, Ultra Vegito grabs onto each of the Dragon Balls on Shenron's chest, and leaves them now missing. The Omega Shenron has now had all 7 Dragon Balls ripped off by force, losing all and every source to his power. Shenron, meanwhile, can barely even react, in shell shock from just the fact a being has randomly arrived and overpowered him by such a margin. He just remains silent, not yet even processing the pain, until...
Imagine this thing.
What have you done to me? This isn't what was
thought he was on top of the world. This nigga pulled up, whooped his ass easy.
No! As not only does the pain and realization soon all come at once to the Shadow Dragon, but soon enough, he too, with all the Dragon Balls that made up his existence now removed, vanishes into thin air, never to be seen again. See you later, catfish. Vegito is then left smirking, as he is seemingly after every fight he engages in due to his constant win streak. He soon looks down and observes the 7 Dragon Balls in his hands, levitating in his power as he comments, "Dragon Balls. How sad they no longer exist in my timeline. But even worse, what the gods did was so bad, not even their power could have undone any of it."
Damn.
But soon, Vegito turns his eyes to the 2 Saiyans in the back and continues, "But those 2, looks like they've yet to go through anything like we have. There's still hope for them. And there's still a lot of use these Dragon Balls will have for them, I'm sure. I'd better go hand these back." And just like that, Ultra Vegito then instantly jumps over to face Goku and Vegeta, holding his angelic staff and wielding the 7 Dragon Balls in the air around him in a circle. He appears almost like a god, and that look on his face unchanged from his recent battle with Shenron, making it unclear to anyone yet whether he is truly friend or foe. Until... "Hey! You guys got any food around here? I'm starving!" Instantly reverting back to his face that can only be described as Goku's, as he lets out the most Goku line ever. You're kidding me. Leaving both GT Goku and Vegeta in a state of both relief and confusion. But that was it for today's video, guys.
that was a good chapter. Sorry if I wasn't talking much. You know, there's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that chapter. But yeah, man, yeah, and they cooking Omega Shenron, bitch ass. You know, nobody cares about Omega Shenron. You know what I'm saying? I think the baby arc of GT was the best arc, of course. The Omega Shenron arc was alright. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about the chapter down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last chapter right here. Check out another story right here. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.